Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the YouTube video channel. My name is Emily. Today we are here at RAF Lossymouth. No, that's not a dog food burner. I am wanting to explore something a little bit different in this series. So, one of the really popular books that we sort of go back to a lot in wargaming is Red Dawn by Tom Clancy, right? And it basically explores this idea of World War II, but in the Cold War era. So the Cold War technology fought the way World War II was, right? So basically, so the Cold War, but no one's gone nuclear. Now, it's an interesting concept because we all sort of, the popular train of thought is, right, balloon goes up, missiles go out, everyone gets melted. It's a bit unpleasant. So, that's not really, it's realistic because when is the balloon going to go up, right? And there's a really good clip I'm going to link in the description down below from a spin-off of the legendary comedy series Yes Minister. Surprisingly, it's Yes Prime Minister. And it's when basically this person comes in and says, but when would you launch, right? And he basically convinces him that he's never going to launch the missiles anyway, so why have we got them? So anyway, we are fighting a war today. We've got some intelligence from the Norwegians somewhere around here. Well, I say around sort of this area of sea is a Kirov with an escort ship, and we can't really be having that because that's going to wreck all our shipping and shenandos. So we're going to put up an AWACS. We're going to put up a pair of anti-ship fit, confirm anti-ship fit P3s, and we're going to try and locate this guy. So Dark Star is going to stay pretty much right over the top of Lossymouth at 40,000 feet to give us the most radar range possible. And then the P3s are going to go and actually look for them using their surface search radar. Hopefully the E3 will give us a decent ping from the ESM signature. E3 is now taxiing for departure, so we'll just click on the Dark Star. And we're going to position him so just east of the field. At 30,000 feet, please. We're at start rotating sensor. So this is the E3. It's a converted Boeing 720 airliner converted into an E3 by strapping a massive radar on the roof. This one's got a USAF sticker on the side. I promise you it's not a USAF aircraft. It's definitely an E3D this. Belong to the Royal Air Force. So this is now got a punchy hung fire. Now, whilst he's getting ready to get out of here, backdoor flight, order them north at Buster at an altitude of 10,000. And then we're going to break them apart into backdoor 1 and 2. And then when we've got the ship located, we're going to plan an attack. Pretty rudimentary attack, but it should work, hopefully. Backdoor 1. Backdoor 2 is coming up high. Backdoor 1's airborne. So backdoor 1, I'm going to send him. Oh, we've already got EM emissions. Happy days. So we're going to put him over there. Backdoor 2. We'll put him over there. Trust me on this one. And backdoor 2, Buster, please. Buster. So what I'm trying to do is that EM signature is obviously quite a powerful radar if we're picking it up from 250 miles away. So that is likely an air search radar or a surface search radar on a battleship. Dark Star's probably picking it up, but yeah, still. Now, when we've got radar ping of 2 ships together, we'll go to 2 large ships sailing in convoy, which is what we're anticipating. At that point, we will start the process of planning out the attack. Okay, I made this mission. I know that is the Kirov, but also we need to protect, right? So we'll just do that. And now that they're a bit further away from the base, backdoor. Surface search on, please. And surface search on. Specifically focusing on surface search up there. What we'll do, I'm actually going to put them to 20,000. Because they're really acting as flying radars. So the plan is that basically with the data sharing, we're going to launch some attack aircraft that are going to fly completely without any radar turned on, and they're going to basically surprise them with a really low pop-up attack. What I'll do, I'll bring Dark Star up to this position here. That's fine. What we'll do, mark. There you go, got radar return almost immediately. So radar echo very large, that's good. That's kind of what we were hoping for, I'm not going to lie. He's going to get there substantially sooner. Yeah. Okay, we've got an EM return, so that means there's likely another aircraft there with them. Do we have any... Do they give us some interceptors? No, but we can stick up an EW fit. So the Americans very kindly lent us 2 Prowlers. I'm going to put the Prowlers around backdoor. So when they launch and become part of my... Yeah, we'll launch all the Buccaneers at once for this fight. This is going to be a fight for the ages. So that is, yeah, so we are pretty happy. This is very likely to be our contact now. Kirov has S300 aboard, so for safety, we're going to pack you on within 50 miles. 55 miles will do. And that will also be a running in point. So there we go. Prowlers. I'm going to bring you guys up to back door. Formation, leave. There we go. And we can actually pull you in a bit closer. Because now we've got, so we've got Dark Star who's providing EW coverage from 30,000 feet. But I'm going to pull him to within 100 miles, which is still well beyond the range of anything he can launch angrily at me. Prowler boys, they're going to basically just provide offensive ECM jamming above I'm probably going to use one of them to jam the ships and one of them to jam that helicopter. Because that's a helicopter, judging by how he's moving, how he's emitting. And basically, if you can't see anything, brilliant. Happy days. Right, now that the attack's starting to take shape, we're going to go to the flight deck and we're going to go to our Buccaneers. And we are going to say we want anti-ship. Anti-ship long-range fixture. And we're going to launch 8. That'll be Deers. And then 8. Yep, so that's all our Buccaneers getting airborne. Welcome to the Cold War, boys. The balloon's just gone up. So, back doors as well. They've got 8 harpoons between them. The plan will be to sling all the missiles in so they all arrive at about the same time. So basically, what I'm going to look to do is position all of the flights in the clock face. So probably going to attack mainly from the 6 o'clock and the 9 o'clock position, with backdoors piling in from other angles. Dear flight, Dear 1, you are going to position to the south, please. Shouldn't just be yeah, he's dragging the entire flight with him. Perfect. Dear 5 flight. So yeah, all the deers are going to position to the 6 o'clock. In fact, no. I have to position you to the 4 o'clock. This is fine. So basically, we've got 3 radar emitters at the moment. Everyone else is income. Yeah, we understand. So these will be within 5 miles, which is 500 knots, is a 100th of an hour, which is not much. It'll be a couple of seconds, which is within the realms of what we're doing today. Yeah, they're going to fly up there. Dark Star's on his way up, good. Deers. Vixen. Flight. Vixen 1, I'm going to put you guys to the 9 o'clock. Vixen 5 is your last to get airborne this evening. We are getting there. This is going to be impressive. But when basically everything starts firing, this is what a Cold War ship attack would look like, though, from NATO, roughly. There'd be a bit less in the way of like Raven sources kicking up, but yeah. So you can see we've got Vixens airborne, we've got Deers airborne. I'm basically just going to do an insane amount of fast forward. Right, he's going to arrive 11:26. Pause. Deers 11:21. 11:29. So 11:29 will be ready to press this attack. Honestly, being on board that Kirov right now would be terrifying. Like being right now, especially in the helicopter from that Kirov, just getting calls of contact, contact. What was he? Got to hide the Deers a little bit. This is prototypical. So this is the Buccaneer. First time I think I'm featuring it on the channel. This is one of my favourite aircraft of all time. The Buccaneer, aside from being the price that you'd sell sort of a pig. Buccaneer. I'm so funny. Anyway, the Buccaneer bomber. This is basically a Cold War bomber. Incredibly sexy bit of kit. During one of the oil crises, there was a story that basically one of these was assigned to stop trucks going down the road, right, in the desert, or tanker trucks specifically. And basically, you couldn't run them because that's a diplomatic incident and it's expensive. So they'd run them off the road. Yeah, they'd go head on at a level, just straight at them, and basically play chicken with an oil tanker. And usually the guys would veer off the road and end up in the desert and get stuck. Oh, the Royal Air Force. Practical jokers. Right, Vixen flight. We're going to bring them just out low level, please. What we'll do, we'll bust you guys up. So that now gives me minutes of earlier kickoff. Oh well. Right now, the back doors are both at a. Actually, I'm going to address the back doors in. Back door 2. Yeah, 11:29 kickoff again. And EA6 flight. Oh god, I split the flight again by accident. So everyone's ultra low level, except the Vixens because they're above a rock. No, don't. 1,000. Thank you. That just hides them high the shrine nicely. So, are we ready? We've got tracks. So there's potentially a second track there. This is fine. So, as you can see, we're all in a pretty decent position now to launch our rounds. I'll wait for backdoor to get in position. Everyone's in situ. Good. So, pause. Right. Shit. I'm out of range. Try and pull them at a 50-mile range. That's fine. This is doable. So what we'll do, with that updated bra, go to 45-mile range. Right, and that's fine. So I'll pull you forward 10 miles. Back doors will be fine because they're within range. Vixens, deers, and back doors fine. So we should be ready to press in another 2 minutes. And this is 100% prototypical flying for them. Just wave top height. Early Cold War though, absolutely untargetable. And there's some great stories. I really recommend like reading upon the Buccaneers if you're interested in sort of aviation history. Right, everyone's in position except Vixen. We'll wait for Vixen 1 to get in position. Vixen 1. Roger. Right, let's start. So, offensive ECM, please, on that radar echo. Priority 2. Area jamming, please. Vixen 5. Salvo fire. Engage. P3. Salvo fire 8 rounds. Yeah, they're perfect then. Vixen flight. Salvo fire. 8 rounds. Actually, they're all engaging the crit back. Look, they see that could be bad. And lastly, so first to find are the Vixens. They're Sea Eagle, Cold War, British missile, anti-shipping. Does what it says on the can. Will fuck you up. They've got all the tracks to know that the missiles are. If you can see what the missiles, individual missiles are targeting. Harpoons, we know this from DCS. We sound a bit of kit. And now we've got the EA6, which is jamming the whole area, which is good. So that should restrict their ability to return fire. TBH. Yeah. So we've got broad spectrum, 2 aircraft jamming the area. So they know they're under attack no matter what, because the radar have just stopped working, right? You wouldn't be able to see things on radar to not being able to see things on radar. Jam quick, another great movie reference. Because I'm so very funny. Probably from an ESI perspective, we picked up missile coming at but also probably not because they're low level. Like these bad boys are literally behind the radar horizon. Interestingly, they've got massive kerosene trails. Now, the other thing we can do is send everyone home. this doesn't work. What else do I have in terms of? Yeah, they're all going to be RTV. Got 2 extras of that, and I've got that's just bombs, and that's just bombs. So I've got the Canberras on the base, but they can't really do anything other than get shot down. So the 2 ships we've got identified, we've got identified a Krivac and a Kirov. This is a Krivac. Main stuff to write about: anti-ship missiles on the forward end, ASROCs, that was anti-ship submarine mortars, and naval guns. Don't see any cash stands on it, which is probably good for us. No negative on the cash stands, and torpedoes, interestingly. So quite an older generation ship, I guess. And then sailing in behind it is the Kirov. This is, let's just make it more. I believe that is a granite. Sorry, no, that's a granite and it's shipping complex. S300. No, sorry, S300's in the rear. Horseshoe radar. Sorry, sonar, even not radar. There is like a revolver, it looks like almost, in the deck for the S300s. Geckos for point defense and Kashtan guns, which are these things here, basically a 30mm CWIS. Oh, it sees things it's engaging. So what's it firing? So that's an S300 round, but I can see it just about. You guys probably can't, thanks to you compression. So that's the S300 in the forward deck. It's got incoming. It knows stuff's coming at it. Here's a I'm not really sure the best point of view for this can be. Let's try one of the trailing sea eagles, and you can just see the anger coming out of that ship. Now, this is a pretty massive attack. We've fired like all of the missiles, basically. 8, 16, 24 missiles. Time on target, pretty much, because they are all arriving at about the right time. Oh, Krivak's down. What I'm going to do, just because I feel a bit bad, and there are allegations that the jamming is OP, so we'll just say that I have burnt through the jamming because the targets are now at rather close range. Let's take one of the targets that's inbound for the Kirov. CWIS immediately nailed it. Ooh, missiles popped up. That gun's going. Ooh, boosh. Kirov is still theoretically standing. Got the harpoons bringing up the rear. Site of absolute destruction. Krivac is absolutely going down. Life rafts are in the water. To be fair, they're abandoning Kirov too, but life rafts in the water. But the last round's raining. There's no such thing as surrendering in the missile age. That'll do for a thumbnail. Guess there really is no such thing as surrender in the missile age. Interesting though that very few hits on the right, 1, 2 scorch marks, possibly some stuff in the superstructure. Right hand side, many hits. So it just shows it does just eventually get overwhelmed. What we'll do, order backdoor over the area. Shoot anyone. So now obviously we go on rescue basically. Let's go down to low level, please. Power flight, RTV, please. Everyone's now flying back to Lossing for one hell of a party in the bar. Except Backdoor, who's doing the BDA. Hoping he's not going to get map padded from a lifeboat. blistering over it. I mean, considering the fact that we're within 2.5 miles. No, we tie life raft in the water. And there lies the Kirov. Krivak. Life raft also visible, just not as big an oil slick. Very low over the water. Let's just check where the Kirov actually is, because so one of the things I love about the way this game works is you can actually see obviously under the water. You can't in DCS. It's crazy just the size of the ship that like it. It's just a behemoth, but it just shows there is anything will eventually. Look, oh wow, that's a cool screenshot. Well, anyway, it's not our job to go get him. Let the Navy deal with that. Orders. Return to base. Anyway, that's going to do it for today. Naval combat and missile age, folks. In comparison, the Krivak looks tiny. I mean, most of it's been blown away, but still. Goodbye.